Here's the opening range recap for Friday, August 5th. Looking at the Dow first, pivot 1 hit here was a loss, so pivot 2 was a most safe entry for the 25%. It was a win worth 20 points on the Dow. NQ, first pivot hit was a win for both 25 and 50. Second pivot hit was a loss for both 25 and 50, making the third pivot a most safe entry, and it was clearly a win worth 11.5 points. S&P had just one pivot hit. It has now gotten its 50% as well, so 25% and 50% won. Did not hit the second pivot, which is up here at all. So nice day for the opening range, 11.5 points on the NQ, 20 points on the Dow. I did want to talk really quickly about the 50% retracement idea that I expanded on yesterday a little bit. For example, on a day like today, it was basically buy the open and hold, at least for the first hour or so. But if you would have looked at this first pivot here for the NQ and it came down to the 50% area, and then you did a buy trade for it, you would have clearly lost, say 12 points if you had to stop at 12 points times 2 lots kind of thing, on the micros or minis or however you're doing it. On the Dow, we missed it by about 4 ticks over here from being a trade, but what ended up happening is it needed to come down to 67, and it actually came right down to 67. The 50% is 67. So even though this missed it by 4 ticks, if you were watching and looked at it and saw, hey, we came down, this is actually 69, really close to the 50% and bounced really quickly as it did here. Potentially could have gotten a few points here, and then eventually it did run based off of this. Now, again, officially that's not anything, but that's something to watch for, as we have missed some trades by a few ticks. It's just an interesting stopping point for the Dow for today was right there. So anyway, taken from what they're worth as far as the 50% retracement stuff. Again, it was down heavily in the morning because of the jobs report. Just doing some research on the jobs report for 2022. For the 8 trading days that you could have traded the opening range, the S&P's just had one trade, which was worth 3 points. The NQ has had 4 different dates where it's traded, today included, and it's worth 66.75 points. And then the Dow just had the one trade today, which was worth 20 points. So anyway, take a look at that. Jobs report tends to have some action and has been quite good this year for it. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next Monday.